Let's go to another John. This is his real name this time, in Buckinghamshire. John, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for taking the call. I was provided a replacement car after an accident, which was a non-fault accident. And this car I had for about 3 weeks. The case has been settled in my favour. My car has been repaired and my excess back. But the amount for the car provided cost of £3,000. Apparently, what I signed up to was a credit hire agreement. Obviously, it seems excessive to me, and the other party is refusing to pay it. And the accident management company has appointed a firm of solicitors to act on my behalf to go after the other party for this sum of money. The firm of solicitors are asking for full financial details, bank statements, credit cards, stuff from me, anything that has my name on it, any financial that has my name on it. They seem to want to sort of prove that I could not have afforded this car any other way without signing up to this credit hire agreement. I mean, I don't ever remember that question being posed to me. I just followed the process from my insurance company.
Yep, I understand. So credit hire, John, is a scam, generally. What it is that companies charge exorbitant amounts of money to rent a car on the basis that they're doing it on credit and not being paid at the time. And they charge outrageous interest rates and outrageous fees. I mean, you said £3,000. How long did you have this replacement car for?
For 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, £1,000 a week is bonkers for it. What sort of car, out of interest? You can say the...
Well, it was just exactly the same as my own. It was a VW Touran or something like that.
Okay, so a decent-sized car, but £3,000 is just excessive for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there have been a huge number of cases over the last 20 years or so where insurers refused to pay out the cost of credit hire on the basis that, as you've said, it was unnecessary, it was just a scam, to try to eke more money out of the insurance company that's paying the bill at the end. And what courts generally do is exactly what you've been asked to do. They look at whether it was reasonable for you to take out a car on credit hire. And I totally understand why you would, John. That's what your insurance company or claims handler told you to do, as opposed to getting it from a different place at a lower rate. Now, if eventually, when you supply your financial information, and you should do that, by the way, you can redact stuff that's not relevant. But when you supply your financial information, if either the other insurance company or a judge eventually says it wasn't reasonable for you to get a car on credit hire at the ridiculously high rates, then your insurance company should pay up the difference on the basis that they failed to advise you that this was risky. If they failed to advise you this was risky, then they should be paying up. But you've got to go through this absolute fiasco, I'm afraid, John, of supplying all your financial information and potentially a judge deciding the position, because otherwise you're not complying with your own insurance policy that says you need to help your insurers fight claims. It's a massive pain in the arse, John. It's a dishonest rip-off industry, and you're caught up on it through no fault of your own, but you do need to go through the motions, I'm afraid.
I feel a bit, worried about supplying all this information. I mean, getting financial details into the wrong hands these days is liable. I just can I refuse to give them this information?
The risk of doing that is that your insurance company will say, well, you didn't cooperate with the litigation and therefore we're not going to continue indemnifying you for that £3,000. I don't know how high that risk is. Interestingly, someone who's put their name as LCG, so I don't know what that means, has texted in that £3,000 for a Volkswagen Touran for 3 weeks is pretty normal, 142 a day. I don't know the spot hire rates for a Touran, but if that is normal, then it's not going to be an outrageous credit hire agreement, and you should get the money back, John. But all I can tell you is that you are caught up in a dishonest system here. It's been a scam on insurance companies for 20 years plus, and you probably should cooperate in order to make sure your insurance company doesn't say, well, we're not covering you anymore.